Hey guys, I'm Dustin with Burris, and today we're going to get into the XTR Pro Black. There's a couple of key attributes that this optic's going to offer us that you're not going to get anywhere else. Now, the first thing we want to talk about is this is a 5.5 by 30 by 56 with a 34 millimeter tube. When it comes to options with the XTR Pro, you're going to have the black model like this or the red. Now, there are three different options when it comes to reticles. You're going to have the SCR2, SCR2 quarter mil, as well as the Horus Trimmer 5. Now, when you get your XTR Pro and you open it up, let's get into what we're gonna see. Now, when you pull it out of the box, you're gonna see it actually comes with the race dial. Now, this is really cool because it's a dry erase board on there, so you can be out on the stage and running your dry erase markers to make all your marks. Now, one of my favorite things about this glass is gonna be the turret. It is a QD mount turret, so I can push in on the buttons here and pop it off. Now, for the guys that might not want to run the race dial, we do come with the tactical dial here. You're gonna have nice big numbers, very easy to read. It's gonna make it very fast on the clock. Now, another thing about this is it goes right back on pretty easy. While we're talking about elevation, another thing that I really like is gonna be the tactile turning. So I can really feel it, but I can also hear it as I dial. Let's get underneath this turret and get into the toolless zero. Well, with the toolless feature here, I can use my thumbnail, you can use brass, maybe even a pocket knife, pop this little cam lever open, and we can lift up on it, and then we can bring it back to zero and put it down and get the zero that we need. Now, on the bottom here, you're gonna see a little brass insert. That is gonna be our zero stop. So if you want the zero stop to stay at zero, leave it in the factory configuration. However, for myself, I am going to remove that and flip it upside down, and it's gonna give me about 4/10 more past zero. Now, once we're there, it's pretty easy to put back on, put it back on the zero, get where you need it to be, pick the cap of your choice, and put that at zero, drop that on. It does come with the cap turrets for windage. However, there were some people that would like to dial while they're on their clock for the windage. So we can actually take our windage cap off, and we have a new windage cap. So we're actually gonna remove the internal dial here, put the new cap on there, and we'll be able to make any calls in dials while we're on the clock. Now, the optic does come with some nice caps on here. So if you're a guy that likes to run the caps, that's awesome. And we're gonna get into the 3-inch sunshade. It just gives you a little bit more cover to keep that sun from glaring through the optic and into your eye. Now, I really like the hexagon grip that's on here whenever I need to dial. But if I flip it over to the side, I'm also gonna see that my parallax has that. Now, this parallax goes from 20 to infinity. Now, we also have illumination on here. So it goes 1 to 11. Which is really cool with the dead spot in between. The dead spot is when it's on there, there is no illumination, so I'm not running down the battery. The illumination is red, but if I take it all the way down to the S and I hold it there and then let off, it's gonna take my illumination from red to green. Now, there's some other features that come inside the box here, and that's gonna be a bubble level that I can actually put around my tube, as well as a nice throw lever. Now, we also come with a bag. Now, inside the bag, you're gonna find your instructions on everything you need to do to run this reticle, even set your zero. Also has a battery for the illuminated reticle and the tool to change out your windage cap, as well as throw on your throw lever. Now, just like any Burris optic out there, it is backed by a no questions asked warranty. All right, guys, so that completes what's in the box on the XTR Pro. If you have any questions or comments, leave those below, and be sure to check us out at burrisoptics.com.